then he has to be in observation. And after observing 7 days or 15 days, then the doctor can say whether this particular medicine is working on his body or not. So these types of particular observation could be termed as evaluation research or evaluation studies. Based on target, research target, we can define research into two categories: problem-oriented research and problem-solving research. The first one could be termed as problem identification research, and second one could be termed as problem-solving research. For example, if any particular location, there is a particular city, whether a particular types of disease has been affecting the citizens, then the citizen feel sickness and they go to doctor. So if it is a common phenomenon among a group of people, for example, while COVID-19 was invented in Wuhan, China in 2019, then this was a completely new types of disease. Just people feel fever, and after a few days he feel breathing problem, then he's going to die. Then the Wuhan authority or Chinese authority identified that, conducted research why he is going to, the mass people is going to be sick. Then they have identified it is a new type of virus called COVID-19, termed COVID-19, coronavirus disease, and therefore mass people are being affected and becoming ill and going to die. While they have identified this is a new types of virus, then they started to conduct research again how to protect people health or mass people health from this particular from infection of this COVID-19. Then they have identified that it is infected by mouth or by eyes, and then they prescribe, then please use mask and glasses to protect yourself from infection of COVID-19. Therefore, World Health Organization has been prescribing that people should wash hands regularly, people should wear masks, people should wear glasses while in the public place. So first one, to identify why people are becoming infected, becoming sick, that part was problem-oriented research. And while they invented how it is infecting people and what to do to be safe, then it is problem-solving research. Not only this, then the scientists started to try for inventing vaccine for COVID-19. Now, while vaccine come out, this is also problem-solving sort of research. Then come to point, based on research, such research could be defined in two ways: collaborative research and practitioners research. For example, collaborative research is a multidisciplinary research, while cross-disciplinary intellectual capacity is required to conduct a particular research, then we can term that as a collaborative research. For example, biomedical physics, where doctors is required, or physics specialists are required, scientists are required, and based on collaboration of biology, physician, and physics professionals, then we find pressmaker and many other medical equipment has been invented through this sort of multidisciplinary collaborative research. But while a research is needed, only practitioners from a particular faculty, for example, to identify COVID-19 vaccine, mainly it was the chemist and virologist. So they are the particular people. They conducted the research, then invented COVID-19 vaccine. Then it could be termed as practitioners' research. There are other types of research as well. For example, experimental research. When we conduct research to identify or to invent something new, this could be termed as experimental research. The experimental research is a systematic and scientific approach to research in which the researcher manipulates or one variables to control, measure any change in other variable. In experimental research, while, for example, in the COVID patient treatment, doctors conducted several experiments. For example, while medicine is applied, which medicine are providing better result in COVID, responding better in COVID patients, and by stopping medicine while oxygen flow increase, then how far the patient is responding. Or other what we can say, the patient who has been vaccinated, how far, when he become infected, how far his infection goes. Or is vaccine enough to fight with COVID virus? So there are several variables. If doctors stop one variable and try to measure response from the others, then we can call or term it as an experimental research. Ex post facto research. This is mainly, this research is conducted to describe a particular event or occasion which already took place. This is mainly post facto research. Therefore, it is called ex post facto research. Ex post facto study after the fact has been occurred. Research is a category of research design which investigates starts after the fact occurred without interference, and then research has been conducted to identify its causes and cons. Then after happening the event, we can study based on historical data or empirical data. Then we can identify several features of that particular event. We can term it as an ex post facto research. Postmortem, it is one sort of ex post facto research. Already the patient has been died, but why he has been died? It is for cardiac arrest, it is for lung disease, it is for any other sort of disease. Therefore, postmortem could be termed as an ex post facto research. Comparative research. From the definition, we can say research conducted to compare two phenomena is known as a comparative study. It could be current comparison or historical comparison between two phenomena. For example, we know the Big Bang. The Big Bang is the source of creation of this universe. But while the planets are life friendly, why stars are not? So if we would like to compare the creation process of a planet and creation process of a star, then we can say it is a comparative research. Historical research. Historical research is a method of social science that examines historical events or order to create explanations that are valid beyond particular time and place, either by direct comparison or other historical events, theory building, or reference to the present day. For example, if we would like to study causes of World War, First World War and Second World War, then we can identify the root causes of the First World War and Second World War. then we